So you're looking for a microphone that allows you to create content, whether that is for gaming, streaming, or doing voice over your videos, but still giving you that great quality but without breaking the bank. Well, today we're going to be reviewing the FIFINE AM8 dynamic microphone, and this is a microphone that is budget friendly while still providing you the great quality that you require to produce some amazing content. One of the things I say quite often is that you don't need a lot of money to start creating content. One of the misconceptions is that you need to have the top of the range equipment to produce something that's so amazing, when really and truly that's not the case. A lot of people, for example, are creating content by recording their videos on their mobile phones. And the same thing applies to audio equipment as well. And this is why I wanted to test out the FIFINE AM8 dynamic microphone, because this is a microphone that you can get for roughly £50, $50 for example. And I wanted to see whether the quality of this microphone is really up to scratch. So let's go ahead and do a deep dive into what's included in the packaging and do an actual test of the audio device itself. So as we crack open the box, the first thing we see is the usual paperwork. This is your instruction manual on how to use the microphone and then some. Continuing on with the contents inside the box, we see the FIFINE AM8 dynamic microphone, a very stylistic looking microphone. You also have a cable inside the box, which is a USB-C to USB-A cable. But nice thing, at the end of the USB-A cable is a small adapter allowing you to use the cable as a USB-C to USB-C cable when connecting the microphone to any of your devices. There are two ways in which you can attach your microphone to a setup that will be ideal for when you're creating your content. The first way obviously is by using the stand that you've been given inside the packaging, and it's great because it holds it really well and it's heavier than the microphone, so it would allow the microphone to stand firmly on your desk when you want to speak. Alternatively, you can decide to use a boom arm and have the mic connected to that as well at the same time. So you have that flexibility of deciding how you want to position your microphone. At the bottom of the microphone, you do have some controllable RGB LED lights, depending on whether you're into that or not. And you can control this by clicking this touch sensitive button at the middle of the microphone. This is where you have the ability to just tap it and change the color, but also change how the lights actually respond, whether you want them to be stationary, whether you want them to be a breathing sort of pattern, for example, or whether you want them to just gradually go around in circles, changing colors. You have a vast range of options to choose from, but it's very important to notice that this button in the middle is very touch sensitive. So just be aware of that when it comes to you actually grabbing the microphone. In addition to that, we have the ability to change the gain for the microphone. So you can play around with this knob over here and you can increase and decrease the gain depending on how loud you want to sound when you're using the microphone. Whilst you're adjusting the gain, it's important to note that the microphone actually takes in sound from this direction. So if you are using the microphone, you don't use it like this, you actually use it in this direction. So when you are adjusting the gain, bear that in mind to make sure that you're getting the right sound and the right volume coming through to your recording device. Below the gain knob is the monitoring device volume. So your monitoring device essentially is your headphones that you are plugging directly into your microphone to listen to how you sound like when you are using the microphone. And you can increase and decrease the sound passing through these headphones by using this knob at the bottom of the microphone. On the other side of the microphone is another touch sensitive button, and this is essentially the mute button. So when you're holding the microphone, be very aware of you accidentally muting yourself whilst you're speaking. Like I said, it's very, very touch sensitive, so be very, very aware of that. If we then turn our attention to the bottom of the microphone, there are 3 slots to pay attention to. The first slot is a USB-C slot. Now this microphone is essentially a plug and play microphone. You can plug this in right into your laptop or recording device and it will work straight away. As you can see, I currently have the USB-C port plugged in and going directly into my computer. And that's why it's already turned on straight away. And it's not just a USB-C cable that you have to use to connect up your microphone. Alternatively, you can use an XLR connection. And you might be saying, why would I want to use an XLR cable to connect up my microphone? Well, Essentially, this microphone just gives you a lot more flexibility. You can connect it to an audio interface, for example, having more control over the gain and so forth. Alternatively, you can connect it up to a preamp, for example, and you can just connect it up in a way where you are having superior noise rejection by having a balanced signal through a balanced XLR cable. So the idea behind this is that you have multiple options on how to utilize this microphone, depending on what you want to choose. And the third slot at the bottom of this microphone is where you plug in your monitoring device. And like I said, for myself, I use my headphones to monitor how loud I sound when I'm using the microphone and to ensure that my audio is crisp for when I actually record. Now with my headphones, I do have a jack at the end of it and I can plug that directly into my microphone straight away and then just put my headset on, if I could, and then I'll be able to hear what is coming through my microphone as I speak directly into it. The AM8 is a dynamic microphone. This means that it's less sensitive than a condenser microphone. Essentially, that means that you're less likely to capture the background noise, external noise, or any of your keyboard typing whilst you're recording or when you're moving your mouse, or it's less likely to capture any echoing at the same time. So it's very ideal for people who are trying to create content and only really want to capture the sound of their voice. How about we do a real life test now and see how my voice sounds like when using the microphone via a USB-C cable and then comparing it to the use of an XLR cable. Okay, so right now I'm currently using the microphone whilst it's connected to my PC using a USB-C cable. And as I'm speaking directly into the microphone and getting really close, and then I can move further away from the microphone, but yet it still captures the quality of my audio. So I don't actually have to be super close to the microphone, and still my voice sounds very crisp no matter how far I get towards the microphone or not. But if I do start to touch the microphone, you might hear a bit of that tapping sound. So I guess it is important to make sure that if you are using this stand that comes with the microphone, that you have to be aware not to actually touch your table to pick up any external sounds whilst using this. But in terms of the actual sound quality, absolutely amazing for what you're getting for this price. But again, to avoid accidentally touching your table, it might be more ideal to use this microphone whilst connecting it to a boom arm. But again, like I said, this is what it sounds like when using a USB-C cable and connecting it directly to my computer. Now let's go ahead and see the difference, or whether there is a difference when you're using an XLR cable. And this is what it sounds like when you're using the XLR cable. Now there's a number of observations I've had whilst using this. Once you use the XLR cables directly and you're not utilizing the USB-C, you'll realize that the RGB LED lights don't work. So those don't turn on. Another thing is that the gain knob does not affect the sound of your voice when you are changing that directly on your microphone. Everything is connected through the device in which you're plugging your XLRs into. So in this case, I'm actually using an audio interface. I'm using a Focusrite Scarlett 2i2. And so in order to change the gain, I'd have to do that directly on my Focusrite as opposed to changing that on my microphone. Another thing I've realized, and maybe it's just me, is that the same thing occurs when you're plugging in your monitoring device or your headset directly into the microphone. You can't hear anything. So essentially you are taking all of the control of your microphone and you're passing that directly into your audio interface if you are using the XLR only. So if you are using the USB-C cable, then you will start to utilize the RGB lights and so forth. Another thing I've actually noticed when using the USB-C cable is that when you plug your monitoring device or your headset directly into the microphone, you can change the settings on your computer to pass any audio from your computer directly into the microphone and directly into your monitoring headsets. So that means that if you want to watch any videos on your computer, or if you want to monitor any sound that's passing through in your computer, you can change the output settings to be this microphone. And once you plug in your headphones directly into the mic, you'll be able to hear those sounds. And just to point out, with using the USB-C cable and the XLR, I've done no EQ to my voice. I've done no additional settings to my voice. This is how it sounds like raw whilst using this microphone. So you're getting a real understanding of the quality that this microphone can produce whilst you're talking into it. So that's the AM8 dynamic microphone from FIFINE. Some standout features is definitely the touch sensitive buttons for muting and unmuting and changing the colors of the lights, especially whilst you're recording. Will remove any of that clicking sound that you normally hear with other microphones. Also the zero latency monitoring that you do hear whilst you are recording, having that ability to hear yourself directly into the microphone is definitely a standout feature. The noise reduction as well, removing any ambient noises. There's a lot of pros to take away. Having the flexibility of choosing an XLR or a USB-C cable, again, is something that's really, really great. And having that great build quality as well for the price that you're getting with this is a fantastic takeaway with this microphone. You are getting excellent value for money when using this microphone. But there are some additional changes I would have loved to have. For example, I would have loved to have software control with this microphone. That would have been a great addition to have. And like with everything, not everybody's into RGB lights. So, you know, if you are into RGB lights, this is a great addition. If not, I still think it's a great microphone to have for the price point. Definitely great value when you are considering the quality that you're going to get from this. And that's my review on the AM8 dynamic microphone from FIFINE. Your budget-friendly microphone that you could use for podcasting, content creation, or simple voiceover artistry. Now, is this something that might be useful for you? Is this something you might find interesting? Or is this something you might recommend to somebody as a first-time content creator starting out in the game? Let me know your comments below. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. As for me, I will catch you in the next video. But before you go, don't forget to like and subscribe to this video so I can feel encouraged to continue to make more. I will catch you in the next video and see you soon.